were released, here's everything you need to know. The CIA was watching Oswald before the assassination. And a man named Gary Underhill, who was connected to the CIA, fled Washington after he said that a small CIA clique was responsible, and 6 months later, he was unalived, and they said he took his own life. Where have we heard that story before? Hours before Oswald was unalived, the FBI got an anonymous tip telling them that you should protect Oswald because the same thing's gonna happen to Oswald that happened to JFK, and it's gonna be done by the same group. Despite that, no extra security was taken for Oswald, and he was unalived hours later. CIA memo says that a source told investigators that Jack Ruby and Lee Harvey Oswald met at a nightclub weeks before JFK's assassination. One that knew Ruby for years came forward and said that Ruby said he had to unalive Oswald, that there was a bigger picture, he was under a lot of pressure, and he was worried about the safety for his family. The KGB deputy director said that Oswald was never a KGB agent. The Soviets were afraid that the JFK assassination would allow the United States to create an extremist plot to start World War III. Documents exposed that the CIA had 34 secret bases around the world in Africa, Europe, Asia, and Latin America. At the time, the Italian press blamed the CIA. The FBI ordered surveillance on Oswald's whole family, including his wife, fearing she could become a public voice questioning the official story. There are over 80,000 pages, and this is just part 1, so follow for part 2. And as always, I want to hear what you think about.
I'm gonna let y'all go, but I just want to say it's crazy to hear that long ago they still was worried about World War III. Somebody starting it. That's crazy. Who want to go first?
Slim, Mr. Conspiracy.
Oh man, hey, I don't even think there's no such thing as a conspiracy theory. That was also a word created by the CIA to debunk information. Just to give you that fact, Gray, when you look that up. But the CIA is crooks, man. And I did a lot of research on, even Bush Sr. And every time they show these little videos of Kennedy Jr. with his pops, it lets me further know that this is deeper than we even know. Keep in mind, Jr. and Trump was like this, bro. And you got to understand, I think that Trump is fulfilling a promise to one of his best friends. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, coincidentally, the JFK files are coming out now.
Yeah.
Just saying. And I'll leave it at that. I mean, I can go in deep, but I know Enzo got some things to touch on, so I'll leave it at that.
Go for it.
So I was actually reading into it last night on my live, and I was just talking about it with somebody on my live too before I got on here. I take it back to the Vietnam War. This started in 1955, where we were just supplying them. No troops are on the ground. Kennedy didn't want to go into Vietnam whatsoever. He was very, very against that. What does LBJ do once he gets in the office? He goes right into Vietnam. I really think LBJ has something to do with it. And the mafia. Those are my two biggest conspiracies with it, and I want to see more on. Because of the whole failed Bay of Pigs invasion, the mafia was going to get their get back for that. Also, for Kennedy not helping them like he said he was when he got into the presidency. But it's just so weird how Oswald gets killed, Ruby gets killed, and they can't figure out who killed either or who killed Ruby. So it's LBJ, the mafia, and the CIA all were working together. That's what I really think it was.
For me, we know the CIA was dirty in the 80s when they made crack cocaine. So we know they've been doing dirty stuff, and that was with Ronald Reagan. So, we need the CIA to go into countries, they create wars and stuff like that. And Vogel, you were saying, like, I'm surprised they was talking about World War III. Even after all of us are gone, it's going to be another war. Humans love to go to war with each other. And as far as like with Trump knows how to market. And like I know Slim say, hey, conspiracies is real. Trump knew if I put this stuff out there, this is going to entertain the people. Trump very much knows people. He knows what to put out, Like when he put out that Martin Luther King was having the orgies, everybody was like, wow. I mean, we had already heard Martin Luther King was with white women and all this stuff. And like, but you know, Trump put it out there that he did all this. So it's just like, it's like a movie, bro. We live in a movie.
All right. So let me ask you this, Greg. Through all these years, even before Trump, the Kennedy Files has been on American people's minds before Trump. You don't think that him releasing them has any importance of relevance to America?
I feel like if people want to know and we want to get a Netflix special, I feel like it's great. But I just feel like it's just another thing that we just find out information. Like, so I couldn't necessarily say whether it's good or bad. I mean, I guess it all depends on what we do with the information.
We had a movie already. We got a few documentaries on Kennedy, all lies.
Yeah, there's no real conclusive evidence on it at all.
So now that y'all got the files, I mean, what has that done for y'all? Like, what has that done for MAGA?
All right, it's not really MAGA. Let's just say forget Trump, right?
Okay.
Everything that's basically happened within the last 20 days, I'll give it 20, has basically exposed our government, our country, our tax system, and our history. And you're not a little bit angry? Just a tad?
I'm going to say something that we all was alive during, and something that actually changed my life. Y'all remember when George Bush said there was weapons of mass destruction over there?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That was bullshit, right?
Lie.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I deployed to Iraq, right? So that's like real war, real like that, that had real implications that he said that, and he just blatantly lied. So it's just like, do government officials lie? Of course, like they're normal people. I'm pretty sure Republicans and Democrats behind the doors slap high fives and trade stock information and say, yeah, we go vote on this. Go put your money.
But great, you never question why? You never question why that happened?
No, because I've seen them dirty with my own eyes, Slim. They're regular people. They're dirty.
But shouldn't there be a reason? There has to be a reason.
The reason is they people. I'm telling you.
No.
It's money, fame, lust. Those are things that people like. That's their thing.
Okay. So do you believe that George Bush had anything to do with 9/11?
I remember as a child, and like, of course, I always remember where we were at 9/11. I remember as a child, people were saying that that he knew before, but he didn't do anything about it. And like the crazier part about it is that the CIA trained Osama bin Laden, but but you also have to look at Russia, all the stuff the KGB has done across the world. Look at Israel, all the stuff Mossad has done across the world. America, this powerful country, the CIA, bro. Of course, we everywhere. We have gotten rid of entire governments and put governments we wanted in there. Like when Enzo was talking about Vietnam, we were trying to keep them from becoming communists. So we were trying to put a government that was friendly to the U.S. in there.
And this is why we elected Donald Trump. Because everything you mentioned is absolutely right. But this one guy is here to put a stop to it. That's what you have to realize. You have until you see that, we will never be on the same page. Everything you said is absolutely 100% correct. But there's one guy that wants to put a stop to it. That's why they don't want him in.
Do you think that's possible? Like, I'm seeing where Gray's coming from on this human nature. Humans just being, I know we normally go against each other, but this is something I preach a lot and why we have to have boundaries and standards. So what if I guess you have a point too, saying why are we putting all this information out here? So what is the step to stop this from happening in the future?
This is the way I look at it, right? Let's just put logic into play. The president has family here. When the president goes, he's going to have grandchildren and great-grandchildren here. We are known to be the greatest country in the world. Logically, you don't want to have the last name of the family that ruined the greatest country in the world. I don't see that possible. I think it's the opposite. If you have that last name, you could be praised for what you're doing today, 20, 30 years down the line. So I don't see the benefit of this man destroying the country. Like, you got to give me another reason for him to destroy the country and make it a racist country again. I don't see the gain. It can't be about money. He has it. People talk about Elon, oh, this and that. They loved Elon before he was in line with Trump. But when the Green New Deal was out, plenty of Democrats went out and brought Teslas. Now they're getting the cars destroyed.
And that's why Elon Musk's a genius, because now he got MAGA buying Teslas.
I still won't buy one. I like my G. I like it. I ain't driving around a car that can't hear the engine.
I've never liked Teslas. I'm gonna keep it G. Never did.
But Slim, Trump only loves one of his kids, and that's Ivanka Trump. So as far as the
you don't
kids,
think he loved Barron?
He definitely
maybe a little bit, but not as much as Ivanka Trump.
Barron is a G. Don't front on Barron, bro.
He's so mysterious. That's why I like him.
Barron might be the next one up. Don't sleep, yo.
Yep.
Trust me, the IQ is crazy. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, let the man do his job. The media has painted him to be whatever they believe he is, and it's all facade. It's not true, because these are the same people that stayed at his hotels, same people that, went to see the fights at his towers. He wasn't this bad guy until he ran for presidency, which led me to believe he knows some information that other people don't know about these people, and they freaking out. And for him to actually go through the election scenario back in 2020, still fight for the last 4 years, almost get unalive, and come back and fight, not to mention the impeachments, them trying to put him in prison. Bro, nobody can withstand this.
So, before you go to the next clip, I want to respond to Slim. Slim, okay. I read an article in this, and you explained all that makes perfect sense. The same things you love about Trump are the exact same things people hate about Trump. Because you're saying that it's a government conspiracy. I don't want to use the word conspiracy. It's a government collusion to basically go after Trump, where other people are saying Trump deserved and did all of these things. But Trump benefited, because remember, and I always tell people this, people are saying Ron DeSantis was going to run, but then Trump house got raided, then Trump shot up in the polls. So it is what it is.
They were shooting themselves in the foot. They were being exposed the whole time. Everything they did was literally exposing them as a party and what they're willing to do to destroy one person.
That's for you, Slim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the case is over. Yeah, people, man.
Bro, I was so happy when I saw that.
We got a show on that, Volga. I'm telling you, man. We got to do a specific show on crypto.
Oh, yeah. I guess it'll be Monday.
Oh, you gonna do it Monday?
Yeah, we could do something on it. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next clip, and this is UMG and Drake.
Point, Drake's label is getting disrespectful. So apparently UMG, who Drake is signed to and who he sued last year, has filed a motion to dismiss his lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. And that's not the disrespectful part. The disrespectful part is what they said. They said instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, Drake has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds. They basically just said Drake doesn't know how to hold an L, and that's why he's suing them. And look, I don't think Drake suing UMG was the best move for him publicly, but legally, he actually does have a case and a chance to win. Now, Drake hasn't responded to this yet, but his lawyers did. And they said this motion is a desperate ploy by UMG to avoid accountability. But we have every confidence that this case will proceed and continue to uncover UMG's long history of endangering, abusing, and taking advantage of its artists. Now, like I said, Drake winning this lawsuit is not going to help his public image, but at least with this lawsuit, he has a chance of getting a W.
Whack. I think the whole lawsuit whack.
Well, I
take a
gotta
stab at it?
take up for my boy is Cash Money for Life. So I'm rocking with Drake, and I feel like Drake never was like a hard street rapper. So I don't know why, like for him, like suing UMG would hurt his career. When J. Cole and Slim, I know you're a big J. Cole fan. J. Cole literally ran from the beef, and he still got a career. He apologized to Kendrick in his own city. Weren't you there, Slim?
I was there.
Yeah, he apologized to Kendrick in his own city, bro. If he can bounce back from that, Drake can bounce back from suing somebody.
You want me to elaborate on that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is the information that was told. That weekend, I was going to the Dreamville Fest. Nobody knew Cole was dropping an album. The first song you heard literally at midnight was the diss song by Kendrick. When I heard it, my first thoughts was, why he doing that? Like, he literally put Kendrick on. You know what I mean? He's the one that introduced him to Drake. So if he really wanted the battle would be over just on that note, right? So I just was like, leave it alone. So then when he did what he did on stage, I was like, cool. I was cool with it because, like I said, when I first heard it, that was exactly how I felt. Like, why even step into it? Now, what I heard and the reason he apologized was because Schoolboy Q told Cole that weekend, bro, this dude don't like him. This dude got mad songs dissing him already. He was waiting for this. You don't want this. Step out, because he was waiting for this. So when Cole heard that, he knew how far Kendrick was going to take it. So they made the call. Yo, it's really that serious? That's why I don't want to talk on no celly. That's what he was telling him. Like, yo, y'all niggas call me. I'm not dealing with that. So this was a personal vendetta after the Control verse that Kendrick dropped years ago. And Drake was the only one that said something negative about that verse. So Kendrick felt some type of way because he always felt Drake was fake. He always felt Drake was he always thought that way, even though they had a few songs back in the days prior to Control. So it was all after that Control verse, and it's been a vendetta that Kendrick had against Drake. It really had nothing to do with Cole.
Izzo, you a rap fan?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, what you think of Drake?
I mean, I can't look at him differently after the diss tracks. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Like I was talking about earlier, I was like, because I was listening to Family Matters came up on my Apple Music. I'm like, yo, this was actually so underrated and overshadowed because like the
Family
second
Matters
this
is
shit
hard.
dropped, fucking what was it? Not Like Us dropped like what 30 minutes later. So like it just got overshadowed. I heard that, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to listen to Drake no more. Like I don't care anymore. I don't know too much about the beef, to be honest.
Yeah.
So do y'all think that this will set a new precedence as far as rap beefs?
Yeah. Yeah, because you know why? The biggest star lost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
He lost a lot of money and respect for that part. And it's devastating, not to the game, but it just goes to show you how far a battle can go. Like even back in the days with Pac and Biggie, and that wasn't even a battle, but it turned into a battle / whatever it ended up to be, and both of them is not here no more. So we don't want that. So to be honest with you, to let it get like this is bad, but I'd rather this than the other way. So, but we seen both ways how it can go. Like it's crazy.
I think like music will always change. rap music definitely always changed. Like all my favorite artists are mostly Louisiana artists. So I listened to this guy made music, and he was friends with this guy, and they got into it, and he made a song, and he was basically saying he would never hurt him, he would never do anything. He'll rather them go different ways rather than them beef with each other. If somebody do something to him, he's gonna retaliate. So like it can always change. So that was somebody dissing somebody, but saying that I still got love for you. So I think rap music is just so creative. You can do so much with it.
I agree.
Yeah. Now, just mean far as like now, because it used to be you take your L and go home. You think the future is now you take your L and run the court?
Like I grew up listening to Eminem. Like Eminem has dissed everybody in the game, and they've gone back at him, and they've all lost, and they just took the L. And then like I grew up listening to like Gucci too. Look what happened between him and Jeezy. Jeezy's homeboy ended up getting killed. He's like the what was it, the one song, The Truth. He's like he can't say shit.
Yeah,
like that was just straight disrespect.
Go dig up your homeboy. I'm like that was
cold, but that was shit.
Yeah. Like, it's reality rap too now. It's like you have to live your lyrics. That's what we hold rappers to.
Yeah.
I don't like new rap.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I don't like it. Like what was that fucking clown? 6ix9ine? Like all the gang shit and everything like that. Motherfucker goes to jail and snitches. Like bro, you were just saying you repping Bloods and now you snitching?
Right.
Like, well, I heard to do it for my family, blah blah. Like I'll give him respect. He admitted he ratted. But you still a rat. Don't make it better.
Hey, you don't know what you're capable of till they put you under pressure.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care. I'm the type of person that's I grew up. You become a snitch, you're not part of this family, pretty much. Like I'm Italian and fucking Irish, so my parents are gonna get you a guilt trip. Like, yeah, we're Italian, so look at the mob. Don't fucking snitch. That's what it was growing up.
There gotta be levels to it. I tell people, if I don't know what's going on and y'all do some stuff around me, I'll be the first to be like, it was him. Now, if we agree, all right, we about to go pull off this heist, and I agree to it, oh yeah, I'm taking everything to the grave. I gotta be on first 48 with McDonald's. I'm taking it to the grave. But if I don't know what's going on and I just end up in it, I'll snitch on everybody.
I'm be like, I literally don't know what's going on. Just wrong place, wrong time. Like, I don't know these people.
Both was gonna be in there with a Popeyes chicken and the drink on the camera.
I just came to get the food, man. I don't know what's going on here.
I know what the shoe size is.
Shit, I'll be trying to get some cheddar biscuits or something, some Red Lobster. I need something. I need more than that.
That's some funny stuff.
Get my cheddar biscuits. I'm telling you everything.
I feel you.
All right, y'all. Man, Drake didn't run rap beefs. I want to know who's next to sue. That's what it's about to be, just like Me Too.
He the first one to sue, though, right?
It's about to be Me Too rap.
Is Drake the first one to sue?
I don't think that's ever happened before this.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Eminem, that was about it.
Yeah.
They had beef?
That was for defamation. Yeah, Michael Jackson and Eminem. What song was it Without Me or Just Lose It? I think it was Just Lose It, where he dressed up like Michael Jackson in the music video, and Michael got mad. Yeah,
but didn't he buy his masters? But he did something to Eminem to show him he had power.
Part of the label or something like that. So he has the licensing for all the music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gangster.
Michael won. 100%. Michael won. He's the only person that's ever beefed with Eminem that has won.
And Eminem don't even mention that shit.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, they always said Michael was not the one to play with.
No.
Yeah.
And I heard that light voice ain't real.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I
heard him. They got him on like a recording, a telephone. I heard his real voice.
I was like, no way.
Yeah, bro. I heard it years ago. I gotta pull it up.
I just heard it like last week. I was like, no way.
All right, for the main event, it's gonna be interesting having you on here, Enzo.
Oh yeah. I was thinking that.
Hey, I want your full opinion.
I got you.
Don't hold back.
I got you.
We keep it raw and uncut over here.